Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 34 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, the duel between Nyanda Star and Manabu. And wow, a lot happened. Um, First things first, the return of fusions, finally. Uh, I felt like the duels have kind of been getting stale with just equips, right? Because equips, as much as they are technically a new mechanic, they didn't add, that much. So now that we have fusions in the show, that's going to make this a lot more interesting, and I'm very excited to see all the different fusions of all the different aces that are going to be happening in the next few episodes. The duel itself, I felt, was pretty good. Um, Again, a 3-turn duel. Now, again, as I said, is becoming less and less predictable, which I love. So that was great. There were a few shots that definitely felt a bit inappropriate and that, didn't really fit the moment, but whatever, it's fan service, who really cares? The Yuga variant, or I guess it's not a variant. Let's not kid ourselves here. That was Yuga. It's the exact same hair and everything. It just makes sense. And I mean, the fact that he made fusion and it's the exact same card and it works in the exact same way as it did in Sevens, it has to be just our Yuga. So it seems way too obvious for it to not be. So yeah, I mean, they could pull out insane bait and switch, but I can't see it happening. Nyandastor's story was really sad, and I liked the reason why she sacrificed herself, being she doesn't want to see anyone else be frozen in front of her, so she sacrificed herself so that Manabu can move on, and she used that to find out what's inside of the box or the briefcase. I'm curious on what it could be. My kind of early theory also was the Earth Damar, because remember in the Arc 2 finale, or when the Great King of Terror entered the atmosphere, we had a shot of the Earth Damar on his ship, and it didn't seem like the ship was frozen at that time. So now it does feel, it's possible that the Earth Damar reacted in a weird way with something on the ship, and that now everything is frozen for some reason, and that would make sense on what Kawai Tell said in this episode of it being some kind of weird energy that's similar to the Earth Damar. So that makes a lot of sense. And it's very interesting how Manabu consistently ends up being the most developed character in the show. He has gotten development that I just don't think any other character has gotten. The phrase that he says, where it would be easier to bury Nyandastar, to surrender than to bury Nyandastar with his hands, but he still wants to do it because, I mean, it's technically the right thing to do, right? So that was just such a great episode, and I personally think we're getting very close to the proper reveal of Yuga. By the title of not next week's episode, but the episode, what is it, 36? I'm guessing that Goha Yuna will be dueling in that episode, just because it's called Feelings I Want to Convey, yay. It feels, kind of her resolve to Rovian, that she wants to convey her feelings for Rovian, and we know she always loves to scream about her, so that makes a lot of sense, and if it is, that feels about the right time for Yuga to appear. But as always, tell me your guys' thoughts, your theories in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week.